Okay, so a lot of people don't remember this. Back in 2009, this is about 12 years ago when I was about 18, 19 years old. And I don't know which month it was, but I remember 12 years ago being very shocked to find out that Sammy SoSa bleached his skin. Now, I don't think he's bleaching his skin now because he got so much hate from people, especially black people. White people really don't care. Like, okay, the black guy bleaching, black people bleaching his skin, okay. But Sammy SoSa doesn't speak good English. He's like I think a Puerto Rican and Mexican kind of descent, but he's very dark skinned. I don't know what he is, but I think he's some kind of Latino. He's mixed with something else, but he's very dark complexion. He's very confident. Sammy Sosa played baseball in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. He was a very good baseball player, very confident in everything he did in life. Unfortunately, I think he married a white woman. He married a white, and I'm saying that's good. You know, if that's what he wants to do, he married a white woman. And I guess the self-hate, he started having these self-hate problems. So I guess he started bleaching his skin to make his skin lighter. For a lot of people who don't know, when people bleach their skin, it's usually for African Americans. White people, there are white people who are creepy or crazy. White people bleach their skin too if they're it's some kind of like goth people who are like weird, or like white people who want to be more whiter. They bleach everybody. I mean, they're like I said, people of every race bleach their skin. White people do it if they feel like their skin's a little, if their skin's darker. White people will bleach their skin, but I know African Americans bleach their skin. Not all. A lot of African Americans bleach their skin to make themselves look more lighter. Because they deal with the pressures of racism and all that. All their life they deal with racism, so they feel like, okay, if they bleach their skin, they might appear to be a little bit light. You know, they can fit into the white society. I remember being very shocked that Sammy Sosa would do something like this. And I remember people all over the news. I would hear white people making fun of him, and people on Twitter. They didn't even have Twitter. Did we have Twitter 2009? Yeah, okay. I remember people on Facebook, people on YouTube were making fun of him. So all this hate he was getting, he was humiliated. And not only did Sammy Sosa stoop so low to change his skin color to make himself look whiter, it didn't even look natural. It looked like he looked like a ghost. Like, you remember that 1995 movie Casper the Friendly Ghost? He looked just like Casper did in that movie. You know, it didn't look natural. He wasn't light skinned like Chris Brown or Holly Berry. It looked like a pale, kind of like a ashy, you know, and he started getting a lot of hate from people. So I think he stopped doing it. He said, okay, it's not dangerous, it's not contagious. He said, I just bought it from the store over the counter and just put it on my skin and make myself, you know, dark spots or whatever. He said he made some kind of lame excuse. But you know, I'm talking about some other people who have bleached their skin who are African American. Peace.